Hi, I'm Boy Abunda. Welcome to BA's Take Talk. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the Boy Abunda Talk channel. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. So much has been said. So much noise has been made and too many feathers have been ruffled. Because of this vlog, BB Uncut, the untold story of Rustom Padilla, specifically by chapters 10 and 11, titled, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Why am I doing this commentary? Why am I doing this analysis? Ano bang pakialam ko? Number one, because I work in show business. I'm proudly showbiz. And I'm gay. I'm proudly gay. Number two, I was Rustom Padilla's manager for some years. Number three, I did that interview of Piolo Pascual that is being quoted in some sites and platforms in reference to this particular controversy. And because of this, I'm hoping to be able to provide context to anyone interested for a better, broader understanding of this issue. Subok lang, no guarantees. So, here are my thoughts. Random thoughts. Number one, let's go back to the vlog. BB Uncut, the untold story of Rustom Padilla. Bago kasi dumating yung chapters 10 and 11, siyam na chapters na ang dumaan. Chapter 1, when Rustom met Carmina. 2, you and me are against the world. 3, meeting the inner child. 4, confronting gender identity. 5, to be or not to be loved. 6, who killed Rustom Padilla. 7, ikaw lang ang mamahalin. 8, I love you so. 9, kahit isang saglit. 10 and 11, I left my heart in San Francisco. Chapters 1 to 9 passed, and there was peace in the islands. 10 and 11, hell broke loose. Bakit? Yun ang tanong. Why? Because chapters 10 and 11 talk about the story of David and Jonathan, Rustom, Piolo. BB Gandanghari, author of the spoken book, was Rustom and is now a proud transgender woman, while on the other side is Piolo, who is the pambansang Adonis ng Pilipinas and is a big star. It's a palatable recipe for a hot, delicious, mouth-watering scandal/controversy. Number 2, why do we salivate at issues like this one? Sabi ng aking kaibigan, bakit pa tayo naglalaway sa mga ganitong balita? Because it involves a transgender woman and a gorgeous man. Sadly in our country, ang transgender woman is still identified as bakla. Trans people are the most marginalized people in a marginalized world. They're invisible, diminished, devalued. So, the story is isang bakla, not properly identified, not a transgender woman, and the best looking man in the country. So the reaction, the common reaction was, my God, so it's confirmed. Talaga? OMG! Yun yung common reactions to chapters 10 and 11. But just for a moment, I want you to consider this. Palitan natin yung pangalan ni David. Palitan natin ang pangalan ni Bibi Gandanghari dito sa balitang ito. Let's say, her name is Marilu de la Cruz. She had a weekend love affair with Piolo Pascual. They had amorous encounters in San Francisco, in Singapore, in Manila. Ang reaksyon na madalas ay, Galing naman ni Papa P. Ang tinik sa chicks. Why? Because we admire, we respect, we lionize men who womanize. But Bibi is a transgender woman. She cannot enjoy this privilege. And because she is transgender, her narrative is not valid. She's not normal. Gays are not normal. Dito ako dumi-disagree with a common reaction. Because Bibi is not abnormal. Gays are not abnormal. Her narrative is valid. Her truth belongs to her. Bibi has the right to tell her story. In her words, in her time. She owns this story. This is her truth. If anyone, like Jonathan, feels libeled or damaged or violated, he can go for legal remedies. But the copyright to this story, BB Uncut, the untold story of Rustom Padilla, belongs only to BB Gandanghari. Number 3, some 20 years ago, I did a television special. It was called 11 Most Interesting People of the Philippines. And of course, one of the most interesting people then and now, is Piolo Pascual. I did an interview with Piolo. Naalala ko pa ito. We did it in a gym sa loob ng abs-cbn. And among many other questions, I did ask the dangerous questions. Are you gay? He said no. Do you have a gay lover? No. Are you open to a gay relationship? He smiled and said something like, I don't want to be discriminatory, but I don't think so. Question. Did I believe Piolo? Do I believe Piolo Pascual? The answer is yes. Sabi nga ni Bibi Gandanghari, I am not outing Piolo Pascual. Not 1,000 Bibis can out Piolo Pascual. Only Piolo Pascual can identify himself. Dito, I agree. But I disagree that people in the closets should all come out. You know why? People are in the closet because we disable them. Because when people in the closet come out, they are disinherited. They are shamed. They are ostracized. They are embarrassed. So, for people to save themselves, for people to survive, they choose to stay in the closet. So doon sa mga taong pinipili nila to be inside the closet, I respect that choice. Okay, so let me go to my 4th point. Why is Piolo Pascual silent? My guess is because it's his choice. He chooses to be silent. It is his right. He doesn't owe anyone an explanation as to how he identifies himself. It is his business, not ours. Sometime in the past, he went to court and he clapped back to a netizen. Naalala ko ito because it had something to do with his son. And the message to me was, I'm fair game. Okay ako, Piolo Pascual, pero huwag mong idadamay ang anak ko, ang pamilya ko, because that's a different story. Hinamon niya yung netizen, suntukan na lang tayo. But for the large part of all the controversies na pinagdaanan ni Piolo, he decided to keep silent. A lot has been said about the sexuality and gender identity of Piolo Pascual. But inuulit ko po, only Piolo Pascual can identify himself. A weekend love affair in San Francisco, or sexual encounters of men and women for months, even years, para sa akin, cannot identify someone's sexual orientation and gender identity. This is what I know. Isipin natin, what if he's not gay? What if he's panromantic, demisexual, asexual, polyamorous, or bisexual? What if he is cisgender or a straight man? What if he's fluid, androgynous? What if he is ambiguous? What if he doesn't subscribe to gender? What if it's gender neutral? Let's stop guessing. Can we just say Piolo Pascual is a human being, just like you and me and Rustom and Bibi Gandanghari? He is a person like you and me. Number 5. People may be asking, what is it that Bibi wants? Speculations. A, she's making a comeback. B, she wants to make news. Or she wants to be relevant. 3 or C, she wants to make money by telling her story with the collateral risks. Why not? She owns her book. She owns her story. Kasama na dun yung mga risks. And if anyone is damaged, anyone is liable, go to the courts of law. Number 6. What is it that some people want? Palagay ko, some people want to be entertained by this scandal. After all, it is an LGBT issue. We are in the BL generation. 2, they want to partake in the feast, in the carnivorous feast. 3, they want the suspense, the thrill, the danger of a circus act before a hungry mob of normal people. Because when you are LGBT, you're not supposed to be normal. Pero inuulit ko, we are normal. Tanggap ko naman that we have a big gender issue. And we have a problem. Genderism. Itong binary concept. Feminine and masculine. Paglabas ka rito, abnormal ka. You are an aberration. Ang pagiging bakla ay kahinaan, kahihiyan, kakulangan. We were taught this and we learned. We were told this and we listened. Even if this is wrong, we think this is right. Hindi ba ang pagiging isang bakla ay pagiging isang tao? Period. Can I say that again? Hindi ba pwedeng ang pagiging isang bakla, ang pagiging isang transgender, pagiging isang bisexual, pagiging isang LGBT person ay pagiging isang tao? Period. This is 2020. Year 2020. 29 countries allow same-sex marriage. There are gender scholars, iba't iba ang kanilang sinasabi, iba't iba ang kanilang itinuturo. Like the radical theorist, Judith Butler, who wrote Gender Trouble, who espouses the concept of performativity. Sabi niya, gender isn't something we are, but something we continually do. Para kay Butler, the binary concept is unnatural. Sana binubuksan natin ang ating isipan that we have evolved as humans. Number 7, who is Piolo Pascual? Sabi ko nga kanina, he is our pambansang Adonis. He is the sexiest man in this country. He's the best looking man in this country. Let's do real talk. I've been doing interviews for decades. I interview people for a living. I love my job passionately. I talk to men, women, gays, lesbians, presidents, politicians, doctors, philosophers. And every time I'd ask the following questions. Who is the sexiest man in the Philippines? 8 out of 10, Piolo Pascual. Who is the best looking man in the Philippines? 8 out of 10, Piolo Pascual. Yung dalawa, either my boyfriend or my dad, my father. If you were given a chance to invite someone to your prom or to a date, who would this be? 8 out of 10, Piolo Pascual. Why am I saying this? Because Piolo Pascual, in the gender discussion, in the gender discourse, is impregnable. Is this the first time that Piolo is entangled in a gender issue? You and I know that the answer is no. He has been fodder for the mob. Is this controversy going to affect Piolo? The answer for me is no. He is bulletproof in this arena. I'm talking about the professional persona. I don't know how he feels. I can only guess. He keeps silent. He comes back with a new song, a new show, and all's well. You may be asking, why is Piolo getting this special treatment, especially in the entertainment industry? Sasabihin ko po sa inyo, magaling na artista, mabait, at mabuting tao. Number 8. Some would criticize Bibi Gandanghari as having bad timing for her spoken book, Bibi Uncut, The Untold Story of Rustom Padilla. Bibi's timing is wrong. Kasi pandemya. To a certain point, that makes sense. We are in grief. We are in uncertain times. Times are bleak. We are insecure. We are afraid. We don't know what's going to happen next. Pero, Bibi's timing will always be wrong. Pag ginawa niya ito sa summer, sasabihin, ang init-init ng panahon. Ngayon pang ginawa ni Bibi Gandanghari. If it's Christmas, it's a time for joy. It's the wrong time. Valentine's, it's the season of love. How dare she do it? New Year's Eve, how dare you spoil the story? Holy Week is supposed to be sacred. So really, there is no right time for Bibi Gandanghari's life story, which is a spoken book. But remember, it is her book. She's publishing it her way, in her time. Is she creating trouble? Ito seryoso. Palagay ko, yes. But it's a kind of trouble that forces us to ask difficult questions. Example, do you treat the LGBT people like everyone else, under and outside the law? Do you treat your gay friends well? Do you treat your gay son, lesbian daughter with love? Are you fair to them? Are you just to the LGBT people? Ito yung mga tanong na lumalabas dito sa usaping vlog ni Bibi Gandanghari, Bibi Uncut, The Untold Story of Rustom Padilla. Number 9, I want to pay tribute to the bravery of Bibi Gandanghari. To have killed Rustom Padilla, to transition from a matinee idol into a woman amidst a macho society, a macho family, must have taken gargantuan courage to go for her truth. And I say, bravo, because Bibi Gandanghari has been through hell and back. She deserves better. Number 10, in conclusion, Piolo Pascual deserves respect. Bibi Gandanghari deserves respect. You deserve respect. I deserve respect. People deserve respect. There will be more chapters 10 and 11 in the life stories of many people. They will be diverse narratives, interesting, fascinating, empowering. Empowering people to go beyond gender and to look at each other, regardless of sexual orientation and gender identity. as equals in the eyes of men and in the eyes of God. To paraphrase the great actress Helen Mirren, whatever sex you are, be gay, be kind, be blessed, make your nanay proud. Thank you for your attention.